Remember a little while back when you guys told us we needed to do top 10 worst Chris's in Hollywood? Well, this isn't it, but it's pretty close. The internet is divided on the likes of Chris Pratt and whether or not he's the industry's worst Chris. Over the last few days, Chris has been picked apart by the Twitter vultures looking into his past, his beliefs, and his political stance. Chris's Avengers co-stars are coming to his defense, but will it be enough to clear his name? Let's talk about this today. What's crack-a-lackin' friends? I'm your host Bree and welcome back to I.O. Today we're talking about Pratt and his Twitter turmoil, but before we get into the dish on our boy Chris, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you always know when we got a brand new video for you guys. Also check up here for a playlist to see more videos like this one and stick around until the end for some bonus content. Now let's get into the video. So Chris Pratt has been in the news lately and it's not looking great for him. Twitter is back on its ish again and they're coming for the Guardian's career. This whole thing started when the coveted One Has to Go trend started up on the platform over the weekend. Basically, TV producer Emmy Berg posted the question on Twitter asking people to debate which Hollywood Chris has to go. The choices being Chris Evans, Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, and obviously Chris Pratt. The Twitter users got into a debate on which Chris had to go, and that's when things started to get a little heated, involving Pratt. With the debates came the resurfacing of Pratt's past, including his attendance of the Hillsong Church, which has seen accusations of anti-gay sentiments. There were those as well who claimed that Pratt was a Republican and a Trump supporter. As a result of this, Chris was dubbed the worst Chris in Hollywood, but now his fellow Avengers co-stars are coming to his aid and are defending Chris's honor, if you will. Actor Mark Ruffalo tweeted in defense of his co-star saying, quote, "Chris is as solid a man there is. I know him personally, and instead of casting aspersions, look at how he lives his life. He is just not overly political as a rule." End quote. Ruffalo seemed to have been referencing Chris and his suspected support of a certain political party. Along with Mark, Robert Downey Jr. also came to Chris's defense in an Instagram post where he said, quote, "What a world. The sinless are casting stones at my brother Chris Pratt. A real Christian who lives by principle has never demonstrated anything but positivity and gratitude. And he just married into a family that makes space for civil discourse and just plain fact insists on service as the highest value. If you take issue with Chris, I've got a novel idea. Delete your social media accounts, sit with your own defects of character, work on them, then celebrate your humanness." End quote. Robert Downey Jr. has a lot to say about this. Seems like these guys are really out here hardcore defending their friend. Even other cast and crew members like James Gunn and Zoe Saldana have shown their support for the actor. Now Chris is yet to respond to the allegations being thrown at him, but there's been some drama surrounding the Avengers crew defending Chris. Some fans have pointed out a sort of double standard, if you will, regarding the actors and their vocalized support. In the past, other Marvel actors like Zendaya, Anthony Mackie, Chadwick Boseman, and Brie Larson have faced scrutiny and have had their names dragged through the mud, while none of their co-stars seem to have come to their aid. But now it seems that there's been a shift and Chris Pratt is receiving an overwhelming show of support from his castmates. Seems a little odd that in this case, this is the first time we've really seen a rally of support for one of the team. But what do you guys think about the situation? Is Chris Pratt really the worst Chris in Hollywood, or are people just reaching? Let me know your thoughts. But before we wrap up the video, let's do some comment shoutouts from the top 10 Paris Hilton facts you didn't know. Rambo Dino says, "I really like to see Paris sitting with other sharks on Shark Tank. It would be a change to see her make business decisions." I think that would be a very good idea. It'd be an interesting thing to see her on the business side now that she's really come out and told us all the things that she's been doing behind the scenes. So yeah, it would be a great idea. Someone make that happen. Michelle Carter says, "Her documentary really opened my eyes. She is really a decent woman, not a ditzy blonde." That was the entire point of the documentary and it was so well done. I think I'm one of the people who was incredibly surprised by the content in the documentary. Like her coming out and being like, "My voice is not like this. I'm actually a businesswoman. These are all the cool things I've done in my life and no one knows." Like that was one of the most eye-opening experiences ever. It was great. Pauline Navarro says, "I hope people think twice when judging celebrities like Paris and labeling them as good for nothing. These people know exactly what they're doing and be building billion-dollar empires." Exactly, guys, don't judge a book by its cover. We can have some badass people out here and you wouldn't even know. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and stay hydrated too. TTFN, my dudes.